the kind of person that I am and what have you. I came into town driving a red Volkswagen with a white convertible top. Now, a black driving a Volkswagen in 1960 and all, and a convertible to boot, there's something wrong with that picture. It wasn't a conventional kind of person. So they said, oh boy, if we had known then, we would have known we had a problem, see? Because they couldn't get past, they were dealing with a person who had accomplished some things in his life, even though he was only 25 years of age. I was city jail dentist, county jail dentist, state prison farm dentist, and was the first black dentist in the state of Florida admitted to the local and the county American Dental Association and into the American Dental Association out of Chicago, the national office, with all rights and privileges therein. They brought in the highfalutin, I understand some people from as far as California, to get rid of this troublemaking burrhead bastard in St. Augustine. And they shot with high-powered rifles through the front door of that house, high and low. And the dog got the bullets that came down low. And then if a human being had gone to that front door, standing up there in front of the door, my wife would have been killed with the high-powered rifles, because those bullets went through several walls of the areas in the house, especially drywall. I got mail that had been opened and everything else, and what the post office made no what have you about it. They would seal it back with Scotch tape or masking tape or whatever and everything else. I walked the streets. I went anywhere and everywhere. Now, I didn't play crazy and go, into when I saw mobs gathering or crowds and everything else. I knew to move on, or I didn't go into a situation that didn't look too comfortable and all, because we had Klansmen and people in the middle of the day, even people passing through St. Augustine. I don't know what that hatred and all. We had blacks that would stop on US 1 and all. I think I-95 was just coming into operation and everything else, passing through St. Augustine. They would be intimidated or harassed and all by groups of white thugs. Many people had their cars vandalized and everything else, and they called names and everything else and whatever, and get the whatever out of St. Augustine or St. Johns County and don't come back. And how my ability to go into a restaurant and order a hamburger and a Coke, why did that infringe on your rights and privileges? And yet many white people who had the elevated status decided that for blacks or others to be equal to them and all, that decreased their status. And I still don't understand that, for jobs and everything else and what have you and so forth and all. I won't even mention some of the other militant kind of things that they took up. We were expelled from the NAACP legalese and hierarchy as being too militant and too activists. In other words, they said St. Augustine, because of its population and its demographics, could not carry a civil rights demonstration on its own. I would gladly admit to being a nonviolent, militant civil rights activist.